As we've discussed time and time again on the channel, Darth Revan was one of the most learned Sith Lords and Jedi that ever existed in Star Wars. This, coupled with his natural affinity with the Force, made him one of the greatest Sith and Jedi that ever lived. Someone who absolutely belongs in the upper echelon and top tier of combatants and Force wielders in Star Wars. Again, Darth Revan is unique, as following his death he was worshipped by both the Jedi and the Sith, with quite funnily both erecting statues to his honor. Of all the Force abilities that Darth Revan used and even pioneered and created though, there was one that stood above the others in its ferocity and terror. A Force ability that would later be expounded upon by the Dark Lord Darth Sidious in the culmination of the Rule of Two. And a Force ability that even Darth Sidious, once he perfected it, would call the most powerful Force ability he had ever been able to use. And today, just like Darth Sidious, we will discuss Darth Revan's most powerful Force ability, a Force Storm. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about Darth Sidious's variant of a Force Storm, and how using it he was capable of opening up wormholes with his use of the Force, and then sending these Force Storms through them. It should be made clear that Darth Sidious's version of this ability is far more powerful because it can reach across galaxies, and Darth Sidious brought it to his peak, as Darth Sidious was able to scorch entire planets solely by using this Force ability. It should be made clear that despite Darth Revan's application of this Force ability was extremely dangerous and the most destructive Force ability Darth Revan could use, he could not scorch planets using it like Darth Sidious could. But as the case with a lot of Force abilities and knowledge, Darth Revan very much pioneered this Force ability for Darth Sidious to later perfect. Now, let us discuss the properties and abilities of a Force Storm. It should be noted that Darth Revan was considered the best with this Force ability, although he was not the creator. He would later write about this Force ability in his holocron though, noting it as the most powerful and destructive Force ability that he could use in the dark side of the Force. A Force Storm was basically the application of Force lightning brought to the nth degree, as first a user had to completely master the ability of Force lightning using hatred. The way the ability was used is a Force wielder using hatred would point their palms upward, then activating the ability of Force lightning. Instead of discharging it outward directly though, they would let the ability build around them, feeling their hatred fuel them, at which point they would expel it all outward in a massive electrical discharge that would kill everybody in the vicinity. But still, Darth Revan would experiment with this further, creating an even more dangerous and powerful variant of a Force Storm. Darth Revan would use his hatred and the ability of Force lightning to swirl together, creating a massive tornado of pure Force energy. If he was powerful enough, he could then control the exact direction of the tornado. Again, this being the exact Force ability that later Darth Sidious would bring to its maximum degree, creating larger tornadoes than ever before. But Darth Revan was the first to actually create a tornado using Force lightning and the dark side alone. When Darth Revan first used this ability though, it was actually so powerful that it created a literal disturbance through the Force, and other Force wielders, both dark side and not, could sense that there was something extremely wrong. That's just how powerful this Force ability was. Darth Revan would later record the existence of this Force ability within his holocron, one of the most precious holocrons in all of Star Wars. Again though, as I noted, Darth Revan was not the only dark side wielder that could use this Force ability, and now I'll list off a few others that most of which learned it from Revan himself. Here are some of the most powerful dark side wielders in Star Wars that have been able to use this ability correctly and have it not backfire and kill themselves. Darth Sidious, Galen Merrick, Darth Vitiate, the Outlander, Darth Nihilus, and, of course, Darth Nox. But what are your thoughts on what Darth Revan considered to be the most destructive and powerful darkside ability at his disposal, and how later Darth Sidious would perfect this ability to literally destroy worlds upon his command? Thank you as always, my friends, so much for watching this video. Leave your thoughts on a Force Storm in the comments down below. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.